listening to Next Level Thinking on St. Martin Gov Radio 107.9.
Welcome back, listeners, to Next Level Thinking. I'm your host, Alexandra, and I have Miranda and Suleima here with me today to talk about healthy lifestyle. For those just tuning in, we have been talking about what healthy lifestyle is and why it is important. Now, I would like to talk about how to maintain the healthy lifestyle, to make choices if necessary. We touched on motivation, on different things to apply, how to build your motivation and to conclude into a plan, inform yourself. But I would like to go further now into how to maintain a healthy lifestyle.
Yeah, I think what is important for persons to realize in developing a healthy lifestyle, most persons know, they are aware, they have thought about it, that they have to do things that are a little different to either reduce stress, to eat healthier, or to exercise more. But it's important for us to realize that our society is not really geared towards a healthy lifestyle. There is so much that continuously challenge our decisions to live a healthier and happier life. So you can think about additives in our foods. If you don't know about it, you don't realize that there are things in your food that make you crave those type of foods. And you know it's not healthy for you, but you crave them. Yeah. It's important for you to know these foods that have them so that you can avoid them. It helps you to maintain your healthy lifestyle. There's also, we know that how prevalent advertisement is. Yeah. It's everywhere.
And it's not you all the time.
All the time. Everywhere you go, there's advertisement when you're on the internet, and you get your SMSs. On the road, there is always advertisements for things that are good and some not so good. You can think about smoking, for example, how many advertisements there are. Those things really trigger you and you have to be aware of them.
Yeah.
Also here in St. Martin, it's easier to do the things that are not good than to really find things to motivate you to a healthy lifestyle. But it's not impossible.
Yeah.
Our society may not be geared towards it, but we ourselves within our lives, we can make sure that we gear our surroundings around it. So what can we do to maintain? I think we talked about motivation, but what is important is for you to define and visualize your goals. So some people, and I give this tip sometimes because it really helps some of us who are more visual, making a vision board as to where you want to see yourself, the goal you want to achieve, having it up somewhere in your house, in your room.
As a reminder.
As a reminder every day of why it is you have made these decisions to change your life.
And now what it is you want.
Yes. And where do you see yourself in 5 years and 10 years? Where are these goals? I know a lot of people do that with their careers.
That's a great idea.
But having a healthy lifestyle is also one of those serious goals, because if you don't have the healthy lifestyle to support your career, then it will mean not very much. You know what I mean? So it's very important for you to also visualize those things. However it works for you, defining and visualizing your goals is really one of the steps that you should take to maintain your healthy lifestyle.
Yeah, the better plan you have, the stronger it's in you, the motivation you find, the better you can withstand those distractions that we're running into in daily life.
Right. And it also helps to create that will to achieve. If you can see yourself doing that in the future, if you have that reminder in your house all the time, it helps you to create that will. When you have more persons within your family on board that also have their noses in the same direction as you, everyone knows, your husband knows that you're planning on having a healthier eating pattern, so do your children. That all of that creates that will for you to achieve that goal.
Yeah, another idea you were mentioning about visualize your goals. These days you have a lot of quotes as well. They popped up on your Facebook, but you can also put them in your house at particular places. Just remind you. Mindfulness also is these days very popular. Have a beautiful quotes as well that you can maybe also put in your house and remind you to that lifestyle.
Yeah, and Miranda was also touching about how the importance of making different decisions become a habit, how important that is to maintain a healthy lifestyle.
Because what you want is you want to make from your plan and habit, so they have to be realistic for you as well. If I look at myself, I started once with putting no sugar in my tea, for example. In the beginning, I have to be aware of it. I had a goal about it. I want to lose weight. But now it's more, over the years, it's more a habit. I don't even like it to have sugar in my tea, for example. So you have to see, and it's for every person different, how to make your plan and eventually will be a habit for yourself.
So with those changes, you cannot give up. You have to keep it up for a while.
Yeah, and it's easier for you as well, if it starts to becoming a habit. Also, your sleeping pattern is also something. Maybe in the beginning, if I look again to myself, I like to work in the night. But knowing myself that in the morning hours I have to wake up early to bring my child to school makes it difficult. And we know that a human being should sleep for 7 till 10 hours a day. So I can keep myself in a pattern of working till late because then I have a lot of energy. But at the end of the day, I'm not sleeping enough hours per day. So it's important that I change that habit just because I know my long-term goal is having a healthier lifestyle. And it's also meaning sleep enough.
Yeah, it might work on the short run. Tomorrow you have to have that certain work finished. But in the long run, basically, it's not helping you at all.
Yeah, and at a certain moment, if you decide, for example, to go every day 10 o'clock to bed, at a certain moment, it's a habit. Yeah. And your body will ask for it. Exactly. It will change.
Your biological rhythm will adjust.
Yeah, exactly.
Another important thing to maintaining a healthy lifestyle is actually making it feasible. A lot of people, we start out and we have these big plans.
Major changes.
But sometimes we underestimate how hard it is to actually break a habit. It is very difficult. It is important for you to really realize the amount of work that will go into it. Some people decide, okay, I need to make time for myself. I'm going to spend 45 minutes all by myself. And you have 2 kids and you're in a book club and you're in this. And sometimes it's just not realistic, the goals you have. So you have to realize that it's going to take active work on your part. It's going to be very difficult for you to decide to change it. And don't underestimate that, because if you think to yourself, oh, it's going to be easy, then you don't put the things in place that you need in your environment to actually maintain this habit. And because it's hard work, another very important thing is that you have to celebrate. Every time you make small steps,
the success.
Yes, you have to celebrate that success, that you are on the path of achieving your goals. Some of us, we are much too hard on ourselves. As a psychologist, we invite you to be friendlier to yourself. If you making smaller steps towards your goal to a healthy lifestyle, is very important for you to celebrate those things, because that will keep your motivation to actually stick to it.
Very good point. Yeah, so to wrap it up, I can say it's important to inform yourself, to make the right choices based on the right information, to find the motivation, to build those changes that you have in mind step by step. Don't want to do too much at the same time. And very important also that we mentioned, stick to it. This is not a 1, 2, 3. This is for the long run. Connect yourself to those long-term goals and vision yourself living a longer, healthy and happy life. Apply this approach to all aspects of your life. Not only more sports, but combinations with choosing how to eat more healthy, pursue more balance in your life by managing have-tos and times off, and reflect to your own self with breaking out of the easy way tendency that our short-term mind prefers. And connect yourself to that long-term goal and vision it, become it, live it. Again, breaking habits is not an easy thing, but it's possible with the right approach and the right mindset. If it appears to be a challenge, don't be afraid to get some professional help. St. Martin has a wonderful group of professionals in different areas that can help make that difference. Think of a dietitian, a psychologist, a personal trainer or a guided program in your gym, joining a sport club. There might be the professional assistance that you need to come over those hurdles that you will encounter. Remember, joining up with others can be a great help. Offer support on those difficult moments. Get your loved ones involved. Every day is a new day. Don't be too hard on yourself. Consistency is key. Taking small steps and lean in on your motivation. We only have one life. What do you want with yours? We are closing this episode of Next Level Thinking. Thank you all for listening today. We were here today with psychologist Suleima Salomon, Miranda Veldman and myself, Alexandra van Luiken, and we spoke about healthy lifestyle. This program has been made possible by the Ministry of Health and DCOM. Today's topic of healthy lifestyle is one of more interesting and life-touching topics, and you can follow APAP on Facebook to stay updated. It's part of our mission with APAP to inform the community and strengthen mental health care on the island. Don't forget to tune in next time to Next Level Thinking on Sint Maarten Gov Radio 107.9.